Hi guys, welcome to another exciting video, and this is a Radco Academy. And today's video we are just going to look at this mathematics. Of course, some people would say this kind of math is very difficult, this kind of math is very simple. But either way, one of the principles that we need to understand when solving any mathematical problem or challenge is to really understand some of the basics and obviously the approach method that you should use. So if you're new to my YouTube channel, Facebook, remember to subscribe and also follow if you're watching from Facebook so that you don't miss any of these videos. Okay, so this is about simultaneous equation, and we just want to understand how can we solve this question. Because as you are going to be writing your final exams next year, this is very fundamental in every aspect of mathematics. It is not just solving this, but it is going to also help you improve in the way you approach, in the way you understand, and obviously solve some of those questions that are mathematical in nature. So when you look at simultaneous equation, it has got two equations. So there's the first equation on top as well as the second equation at the bottom. So it is by solving them at once, okay, that's when you can find the value of x as well as the value of y. So basically, there are probably three methods that can be used in order to solve a simultaneous equation. But I'm going to make it very simple. I'm going to use elimination method, okay? And the reason is simple because this kind of a simultaneous equation is not that much difficult because you can see that the variables, the numbers and everything, they are basically very simple and smaller numbers, which is something very easy to do. So when you look at the first one is x minus y equals to 2, and also second one is 2x plus y equals 10. So when you're using elimination is that you ask yourself which of the variables, the x and the y variables, are you going to eliminate. So if I determine in advance, okay, that I want to eliminate, that is cancel out the x variables or the y variables, then this means that I'm no longer going to be considering that kind of variable. So I would remain with the other kind of the variable. Okay. So now the easiest way to look at this is that you look at the signs of that variable. For example, if the x, okay, and the x variables, in front there is a positive sign, and this one has also a positive sign. So it's kind of very difficult to just eliminate this one. But when you look at this one, because it doesn't have the coefficient in front of those variables, so what's going to happen is that it is very easy and straightforward given the fact that when you look at their signs, the first one is negative and the second one is positive. So this means we can actually just cancel them out minus doing whatever elimination method says about. So therefore, I'm going to eliminate the y variables, okay? So this is y, negative y, and this is a positive y. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say, when you say negative y plus y, okay, so when you say negative y plus y, what are you going to get? It's just the same as saying y minus y, okay? Just the same as saying that. So meaning this is going to give us 0, okay? So automatic. Okay, so now what you're saying is that when you say negative y plus y is the same as just saying y minus y. So when you think about numbers 2 minus 2, it's going to give you 0. Okay, so for instance, when you have negative 2 plus 2. So when you have negative 2 plus 2 is the same as saying 2 minus 2. Okay, and you can literally see that this is the same thing, except that I'm dealing with the letters or something we are calling the variables. Okay, so from there, once I cancel this, okay, and then when you look at this x, okay, when you look at this x, so when you look at this x is positive, and this also 2x is positive. So what I'm just doing is I'm just saying positive x plus 2x. Okay, I'm just kind of adding the two. So this implies that when I say x plus 2x, okay, now what you're basically doing is that when you're adding anything that contains variables, what you're simply doing is we're just looking at the coefficients of those the expressions. Okay, like this x as the number 1, okay, there is 1 in front, and this one has got 2. So I'm just saying 1 plus 2, I'm going to get 3, okay, and then I'm just going to put the x, okay? I'm just going to put the x. So this should be an